Now, if you've been a fan of the Jabra Elite series, you're going to want to watch this video, because today we're going to do an unboxing review with a call quality test of the Jabra Elite 75T. Let's get right to it. Now in this video, we're going to take a deep look at the Jabra Elite 75T. This is Jabra's newest earbud, and it was recently released. We're going to do a call quality test, EBPMAN style, so make sure you watch this video to the very end. And we'll take a look at all the features, what's improved, and why you may want to consider this as your next earbud. Let's get right to it.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now in the box, you're going to find a USB-C cable. You'll find your earbuds, your Jabra Elite 75Ts with their travel case, as well as a series of ear tips that you're going to be able to use to personalize the fit. Now the battery life on the Jabra Elite 75Ts has improved incredibly. You're looking at 7.5 hours of battery life, and with the case, you'll get a total of 28 hours. Now let's say for whatever reason you use up the battery completely and you need a quick charge. Well, they also support fast charging technology. You can literally put them in the case, put them to charge for 15 minutes, and you're going to get 60 minutes more power. Now, let's say you put them in your bag, and months pass by. They have a standby time, check this out, standby time of 6 months. So you can put them away as long as you had a charge case, and rest assured that if you go back 6 months later, you're going to be able to use these straight away. Now, there's also been improvements in the case itself. So as we take a look at the case now supports magnetic alignment of all the buds. So as you put your bud in, locks in place just like this, and as I put it in, they guide in and they lock in place. As you flip them over, the case, notice how it closed, but if I keep it open, it's not going to fall out. So the earbuds stay securely in place, and I like the way the actual case itself closes. Now, unfortunately, the case does not support wireless charging at this time, but it does have modern connectivity in the form of USB-C. I love the size. I think that they've done a really nice job in tapering this down. And if I were to compare it to the previous version, look at the difference in size. So they were able to cram in more battery life, smaller earbuds, as well as a smaller case. This makes the product incredibly portable, very pocketable, and once again, very stylish as well. Now the 75Ts have been reduced in size dramatically. So take a look at this. So this is the 65 and this is the 75. Look how much smaller they are. Now as we put them side by side like this, you can notice how much smaller they are. Now they do have physical buttons and they have two mics. So they have the physical button that you can press to enable certain functions, and then you also have two mics. Now the neat thing about the buttons is that as you press them, they don't really push really deeply into your ear. So I'm just going to put this on so you can see what it looks like. And once they lock into place, they have a really good fit to it. So I'm going to turn to the right and to the left, and then we're going to do the shake test. You know, they're not going to come out. They haven't come out. I've used these on runs. I've used these also with CrossFit training. No issues with these, and I've used these as I've been doing bench presses. No problem. They don't fall out no matter what position you're in. They have a real nice seal, and they lock well in your ear. And if we were to compare this to the previous version, let's go ahead and take this one out. I'll put this in place. All right, you can see what it looks like here. So you can see the difference there. Now, the earbuds support Bluetooth 5.0. So no issues with synchronizing Netflix, Hulu, even Disney, if you're now subscribing to Disney Plus. All of those streaming services stream well, and you have no dropping of connectivity. Even if you're on a run and you're using these, you don't have to worry about the positioning of your phone. You're not going to have any kind of skipping or pausing of the music while you have it on. Now, with Bluetooth 5.0, they do support multi-pairing. So that means that you're going to be able to have your phone and your tablet connected at the same time, maybe watching a Netflix show or some other show or listening to music, and when a call comes in, it's going to automatically switch to the earbuds if it's paired to that phone. So it supports multi-pair. It also can remember up to 8 devices, so you can connect this to multiple devices, which is also really cool. They support auto pause, so if I have one in my ear and I take it out, it's going to pause automatically. They also support transparency mode. And the transparency mode, as you'll see in a second, in the app, you can adjust it to make it light or high. Now, as we talk about transparency mode, let's talk about the seal for a second. I'm going to put this on, and I'm telling you, I've been comparing this to both the Echo Buds as well as the Apple AirPods Pro. Now, both of those devices, or both of those earbuds, support either active noise canceling or active noise reduction. Now, while these do not support either of those functions, they're passive noise canceling, meaning that when you put it in your ear, it creates a seal where you don't hear what's going on around you. I have to say that these are the best passive noise canceling earbuds I've ever tried. Meaning that when I put it on and I was playing with the settings and I went from transparency mode to transparency mode off, I could have sworn that they had active noise canceling. And matter of fact, I double checked to make sure that they didn't have it, because the isolation that you get, the experience that you get while wearing these without, passively just sticking them in your ear like earplugs is incredible. It is so close to both the Echo Buds and the Apple AirPods Pro that I have to tell you that I almost put them into the category that they do active noise canceling. The big difference here is that there's no power required. You put these in your ear, you're going to have a silent experience, almost like you have active noise canceling, but the benefit is that you don't have to use up any battery power to do it. So simply by putting them in, because the seal is so clean and the way it rests in your ear, it's like everything else disappears. So if you've picked these up, let me know what your experience is. Do you experience, again, that extreme noise isolation when you put them in your ear, not hearing anything around you? I'd love to hear from you. Now, from an IPX rating, these are IPX55, so no issues with sweat or light sprinkles, so feel free to use them in the gym or if you're running outdoors. Now let's talk about the audio experience with these. Like, what's the soundstage like? So from a soundstage perspective, these favor bass. So they're on the warmer side, but they're not going to be as, I would say, crystal clear as maybe a Sennheiser or even a Bose or Sony. They have great soundstage, but they favor, I would say, the bass side. Now, one of the things that you can do is alter the EQ in the app. So you can modify the EQ to get the type of high and mid clarity that you'd like, but it is going to favor the bass side. So if you love bass and you really like the thumping bass, this is definitely the earbuds for you. But if you'd like to be able to get the mids and the highs, you can make an adjustment to it on the app. And the neat thing about it is that once you make that adjustment, it's remembered in the earbud. So as you have these multiple devices that you can connect to, they're pretty much going to be sounding the same. So bass friendly. Mids and highs are there, but not as pronounced or clear. You can make some modifications to make them stand out a little bit more, but these are going to favor the bass more than anything. Now, doing phone calls, you do get stereo sound with these, and they have a cool feature that allows you to hear yourself. So if you've ever been next to someone who speaks really loud when they're on the phone, it's because they can't hear their own voice. So these have the ability to allow you to hear yourself so that you don't speak loudly over other people. So let's go ahead and do a call quality test to see how they sound. So now we're going to do a call quality test of the Jabra Elite 75Ts in a noisy environment. As you can see, we're simulating 360 sound of a coffee shop environment with a decibel rating anywhere from 40 all the way up to 82 decibel max. So let's go ahead and switch to the Jabra Elite 75Ts.
This is what the call quality would sound like if you're taking a phone call on the Jabra Elite 75Ts. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is a test. This is what the call quality would sound like when taking a phone call on the Jabra Elite 75Ts. Let me know what you think about the call quality in the comment area below.
Now, to get the best experience from the Jabra Elite 75Ts, you have to install the app. So let me show you some of the features that you get. First of all, you get to see the case charge as well as the unit charge, so that's a good thing. And then as we go into the app itself, let's go ahead and open it up. You're going to see here that you have the ability to go through different sound modes. You have the ability to have this one where you can enable or disable hear through. And the hear through technology that you have with these, you do have the ability to change the level of how much you can hear. I'm not going to say that's going to give you super hearing, but you can go from light or moderate all the way up to super duper clear, and it doesn't sound digital in any way. In addition to that, you do have various modes, like if you're on commute and it's going to turn off the hear through. You also have, if you're in a library kind of setting and you want to have like a soundscape background, you can do that. And then also you have the ability to have different EQ settings. Now, in order to get the best experience for me, the default setting was a little bit too bass heavy for me, and you do have these different areas here. What I chose to do is to create my own setting. So I lowered the bass, and then what I did is I increased my mids, and then I increased my highs all the way up. That gave me the best audio experience. So that wraps up our review and call quality test of the Jabra Elite 75Ts. If you're asking me, are they worth the upgrade? I definitely give them a double thumbs up. If you do pick them up, let me know in the comment area below what you thought about the passive noise canceling seal, call quality, and your overall experience with battery. Love to hear from you.